What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about who's going to receive my silver and my gold if something were to happen to me. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. The link will be in the description, trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, as well as a ton of other products, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today, I want to talk about something a little bit different. I wanted to talk about who is going to be getting my stack if something were to happen to me. Now, this is partially in response to a comment that I had received earlier today, and it said, sad reality is most local coin shops receive a coin collection almost immediately after the funeral of the one who cared and saved and stacked. Now, first and foremost, I don't know for sure, but I would assume that that is very, 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 very accurate. I know for an absolute fact, one time I saw this lady going into a coin shop. I thought I recognized her. It's a coin shop that I've been to in the past, and I pulled over, I went in, and as it turns out, it was the lady I thought it was. It was a family member of mine's former neighbor, and according to her and the friend that she was with at the time, her friend's husband had just died, and I think they were selling the coins before the funeral, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't want to highlight that right there. Maybe there were financial issues, maybe they couldn't even afford a funeral if they didn't do it. I don't know, not my business, so it's not really my place to talk, but I can understand where the comment was coming from, and I would assume that it's probably true, and I think that's one of the main reasons a lot of people are stacking in the first place. A lot of people are stacking so that they can maybe help set their families up financially if something were to happen to them, because a silver and a gold stack, after all, is pretty much a physical at-home savings account, similar to going to the bank and having dollar bills stacked up in there, or having dollar bills stacked up at home. Regardless of the money, the currency, the fiat, whatever you want to call it, it's some form of a savings account with the intent to give a helping hand to family members, typically kids and or grandkids. Now, for me personally, as I've stated many times, I do not have kids that I'm aware of, and I definitely don't have grandkids. I do not plan on having any kids, and I clearly don't plan on having any grandkids. So for me, things are a little bit more simple, but if something were to happen to me, because I've already made peace with the fact that I don't exactly work the safest job in the world, and I've already had conversations with different family members about it, and we've already decided what's going to be going on with my dog. If something's going to happen to me, one of my family members is going to be taking him. But I do have two things that my family don't know 100% about. They know a little bit. The stack is one of those two things, and I've yet to figure out what's the best option. I don't know if I should do a will, because I know a will requires third, fourth, fifth party people being involved, and I don't know if I want them involved, or if I should somehow, some way, do something else. I know some people have, notes that they've written years ago, and it's placed in an area where they know their wife or their kids or their whoever will come across it, and then they'll be able to read the note, and then they'll be able to go and find the stack. I'm not 100% sure, but there are plenty of options out there, and if you guys have any ideas, or if you guys have done this, let me know in the comments. But there are two things that I plan on giving to my family if something were to happen to me. If nothing happens to me, those things are mine. But if something does happen to me, there are two things. The first one is, some of you may or may not know this, before I was making precious metal videos, I was a vlogger. I was the guy who I would document what was going on during the day. I would figure out one piece of the day that was most interesting, and I would make this very, very, very short film about that thing. And if that one day happened to be a family member's birthday or a holiday or some type of family event, that's what I would document. So I have an entire pile of videos, family videos, that I've documented, that they're aware of. But I've taken those videos and I put them on a website. I've taken those videos and I put them on a hard drive. And that's one of the two things that I would give my family if something were to happen to me, because I'm sure that they would enjoy and appreciate being able to rewatch, relive, and re-experience those moments, those holidays, those birthdays, those times where everybody was together. And it's a home video. It's like going back and watching home videos. That's essentially what it is, but now we're in the digital space. The second is the stack. The silver and the gold. The coins, the rounds, and the bars. The money. My family, some of my family members, know that I have some coins. They don't have any idea in the world how much I have. Nobody knows except for me. Because I don't believe it's smart to tell people how much money you have in general, whether it's in the form of precious metals or it's in the form of dollars. I don't think it's smart to be telling people, oh yeah, I have X amount of dollars, I have X amount of ounces. I don't think that's safe, I don't think that's smart, I don't think that's necessary. But they know that I have some coins. I think they probably view it as a coin collection or something. They have no idea that I've been stacking for over 2 years at this point, as consistent as possible. Try to pick up at least a handful of silver every month, sometimes 2 orders per month. And I'm doing this for myself for the long term, hoping to enrich my retirement in a couple of decades. But things happen. There's always the possibility that I don't make it to retirement. And if that were to happen, I think the number one person that I would like to have most of the stack go to, if not all of it, is probably my younger cousin. He's the only family member of mine that I have that's younger than me. And I think if anyone should be given money, it would probably make the most sense for it to be him. I would also like a portion of it to go to a different family member of mine, somebody who isn't exactly known for having all of the money in the world, someone who has, on the occasion, some financial hardships and stuff like that. So I would like a little bit of it to go there, but I think my cousin is the one that I would like to receive the overwhelming majority of the stack, or half of it, or something. I mean, I'm sure they'll figure out a way to split it up, but I think he's going to be the one to find out about it, and he's going to be the one to figure out what he's going to do with it, whether he's going to sell it, whether he's going to keep it, whether he's going to split it up evenly, or however he wants to do it. The ball will be in his court, and I won't be here, so I won't care what he does. And I'm curious, everybody watching this right now, I know this is a little bit of a dark video, but it was a partial response to the comment that I had received, and I thought it would make for an interesting conversation. And I'm sure that there's a lot of options out there. I haven't really looked into it entirely, but I'm curious, everybody watching this right now, do you have some form of a will or an agreement or some type of plan for how your stack will be handed off to somebody else if something were to happen to you? Because the reality is, logistically speaking, you might not be sitting on a hospital bed and telling them, hey, I've stacked all this silver and this gold, I don't got a long time left, I want you to have it. You might not get that conversation, so I'm trying to figure out the next best option. If you guys enjoyed today's video, even though it was kind of dark, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe for new videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. The link will be in the description. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Please help us out. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, as well as a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, and many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, once again, please, have you thought about this? Is this something that you've taken into consideration? Is this something that you've already been in the process of taking care of? Do you have a will? Do you have some form of an agreement? Maybe you've already told a family member or a friend or someone that you know that if something were to happen to you, this is what they should do, this is where they should go, this is how they can get the stack, this is how they can get the coins, the whatever. Let me know in the comments if you have any options for me, someone who doesn't 100% know if he wants to go with an actual will or if he wants to go with some other option, because honestly, I don't know many of the options. Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.